Welcome back. Aurelius and Malik, the Lineage Archive. We close the House of Hunyadi file today. 5 parts. The end of the story. The bloodline may have faded, but the legend of the House of Hunyadi remains vibrant. Extinguished in the male line by 1490, their legacy is woven into the identity of Hungary. Their castles may crumble, but their stories still echo across the landscape. This is what empires do. They leave behind shadows that stretch far beyond their fall.
Aurelius, that framing overlooks the human cost of their ambition. Yes, their castles stand, but consider the lives behind the legacy. The Hunyadis weren't just rulers. They were visionaries, but also symbols of a struggle against a system that sought to suppress merit. Their story reflects both the rise of Hungary and the price paid by those who dared to challenge the status quo.
Hunyad Castle, or Corvin Castle as it's known today, is a monument to resilience. Its walls witnessed feasts and defenses alike. The Gothic architecture tells tales of a kingdom in turmoil, but also of dreams realized. Within those halls, John Hunyadi and Matthias Corvinus shaped the future of Hungary, carving their names into the annals of history.
But what about the voices that remain unheard? The struggles of the common people living under Hunyadi's rule were just as significant. Their sacrifices were often overshadowed by the glamour of the court. The ambition of a few shouldn't eclipse the stories of many who toiled and suffered. The legacy of the Hunyadis is complex, rooted in both glory and hardship.
The Bibliotheca Corviniana was far more than just a collection of books. It was a bold statement of purpose. Matthias Corvinus understood that knowledge was the true key to power. While the library's treasures may have scattered across the ages, their essence still lingers. They remind us of a time when Hungary was not solely focused on conquest, but actively sought enlightenment. In this pursuit, we see the ambitions of a kingdom that valued intellect alongside its military might.
And yet, that library was also a casualty of ambition. The pursuit of knowledge didn't shield it from the ravages of war. When the Hunyadis fell, so did the dreams of many scholars. Their legacy shouldn't just be about what they amassed, but about what was lost in the process. Every scattered manuscript is a testament to their failures as much as their successes.
The defense of Belgrade in 1456 symbolizes Hungary's resilience, a testament to human determination. Under Hunyadi's leadership, they rallied together and repelled the Ottomans, marking a moment of triumph for not just Hungary but for all of Europe. The ringing of church bells celebrated that hard-won victory in towns far and wide. Such acts of defiance resonate through history, becoming part of our national pride and identity, reminding us of the courage we can muster when faced with overwhelming odds.
But that victory came at a cost. The old nobility resisted the rise of Hunyadi's power, fearing change. Each battle drained Hungary's resources, leaving scars that would take generations to heal. Victory was not just a triumph. It became a prelude to the struggles that followed. The shadow of the Ottomans loomed larger after each gain.
Statues of John Hunyadi and Matthias Corvinus now stand as silent sentinels in Budapest and Cluj-Napoca. Their names are invoked during national holidays, reminders of a glorious past. But let's not kid ourselves. They also symbolize a more complicated history. These figures embody both the aspirations of a nation and the struggles that shaped it. Every statue tells a story, a blend of triumph and turmoil. Their legacies remind us that history isn't just about glory. It's about the messy realities that come with power.
Their legacy isn't just about commemoration. It's about continually grappling with the past and understanding its complexities. The Hunyadis inspire a national narrative that's both heroic and cautionary. Their story reminds us how quickly fortunes can shift, how history can elevate some while condemning others. Statues alone can't capture the full scope of their impact, nor the human cost involved. We need to remember the people behind the names, their struggles, and their triumphs.
In just 2 generations, the Hunyadis showed us that greatness can spring from the most unexpected corners of history. Their relentless ambition didn't just reshape Hungary's governance. It redefined its military might. The establishment of centralized authority and the legendary Black Army turned the kingdom into a force to be reckoned with. We see a legacy here that's not just about power, but also about vision and the kind of effective governance that can alter the course of a nation.
But that legacy is not without its shadows. The cost of the Hunyadi reforms was steep, and the old nobility pushed back hard against the changes. They felt their power slipping away, and in that resistance, we see how ambition can lead to greatness but also sow division among people. The echoes of their journey remind us that with power comes responsibility, and the lives impacted by these reforms tell a story of struggle, sacrifice, and the human cost of progress.
The dynasty may be gone, but their echoes of ambition remain incredibly strong. We can see their legacy etched in the very stones of fortresses and felt deep in the hearts of people. Their dreams dared to challenge the status quo, igniting a fire that still flickers in Hungary's spirit. History has a curious way of immortalizing those who dare to dream big. Their stories remind us that even in absence, the impact of their vision can shape the future for generations.
And that closes the House of Hunyadi file. 5 parts. 1 complete story. The full series lives on the Lineage archive, part of the archive network. There's no shortage of files. Browse what pulls at you next.